March 15th, 2024, 3:47 a.m. My phone rings in the darkness of my tent at the Virunga Research Station. It's Ranger Emmanuel Ndayambaje, his voice tense with urgency. "Doctor, we have a situation. Young silverback, wire snare. Very bad. The family won't leave him. He's been trapped for maybe 3 days now. 3 days. In this heat, with those flies, with that infection rate. I know what that means. We have maybe 24 to 48 hours before sepsis sets in. Maybe less." Ranger Emmanuel, I have seen many injuries in my 15 years here, but this one, the wire was cutting to the bone. I knew if we waited even one more day, we would lose him. I immediately contact my team. Dr. James Karanja, our anesthesiology specialist, was 200 miles away in Kigali. Lisa Thompson, our primate behavior expert, was conducting research at another site. We had to assemble this team, gather equipment, and deploy into some of the most remote jungle on Earth. Time lapse of gear preparation. The equipment list is extensive. Specialized dart guns with range-specific calibrations, 4 different sedative protocols. We won't know Kito's exact weight until we see him. Surgical equipment that can function in 95%, humidity, antibiotics, anti-inflammatories, reversal agents, emergency medical supplies in case a team member is injured, satellite communication devices. There's no cell service where we're going. But here's what most people don't know. This isn't just about the medical gear. We need diplomatic clearance to operate in this protected zone, authorization from 3 different government agencies, and coordination with anti-poaching units, because the snare that caught Kito means poachers are active in this area. By 6 a.m., we're briefing the full team. Before we enter that jungle, you need to understand what we're actually dealing with. Mountain gorillas aren't just another endangered species. They're critically endangered, with fewer than 1,000 individuals remaining in the wild. Let me take you back to understand why this matters so much. In 1981, there were only 254 mountain gorillas left on Earth. They were on the absolute brink of extinction. Decades of intense conservation work have brought the population back to just over 1,000 today. Every single individual matters genetically. Kito isn't just one gorilla. He's potentially the father of the next generation. At approximately 15 years old, he's entering his prime breeding years. If we lose him, we lose his genetic contribution to an already dangerously small gene pool. Dr. Maria Rodriguez, conservation geneticist. When you have a population this small, you're constantly battling inbreeding depression. Every reproductive male is crucial. Losing Kito would be like removing another thread from a tapestry that's already starting to unravel. But there's another complication. Kito lives within a family group. Mountain gorillas have complex social structures. Lisa Thompson, primate behavior specialist. Gorilla families are led by a dominant silverback, usually the largest, oldest male. He makes all the decisions: where to sleep, when to move, what to eat. But more importantly, he protects the family. If he perceives us as a threat to an injured family member, he will attack. And a 400-pound silverback can literally tear a human apart. This is the risk calculation we make every single time. Is the gorilla's life worth potentially sacrificing a human life? How do we make that ethical decision? Dr. Mitchell in interview. I think about this constantly. I have a responsibility to my team. Some of them have children waiting at home. But I also know that if we don't act, Kito dies. And if Kito dies because we were too afraid to help, then what's the point of any of this? So we train, we prepare, we minimize risk in every possible way, but we also accept that some level of danger is unavoidable. 6:47 a.m. The team assembles at the trailhead. This is where the vehicles stop. From here, it's 12 miles on foot, through terrain that most people would consider impassable. Our team consists of 9 people. Myself, lead veterinarian Dr. James Karanja, anesthesiologist Lisa Thompson, behavior specialist, 4 armed rangers, including Emmanuel, 2 local trackers, Jean-Claude and Olivier, who grew up in these forests. Each person carries 40 to 60 pounds of gear. In this humidity, in this heat, it's going to be brutal. Hour 1. The trail starts relatively well defined. This is an old ranger patrol route used to monitor the gorilla families and watch for poacher activity. The canopy above us is so thick that even at 8 a.m., it feels like twilight. The sounds of the jungle are overwhelming. Howler monkeys in the distance, the constant buzz of insects, the occasional crack of a branch that makes everyone freeze. Elephant? Buffalo? Something else? Dr. James Karanja. Every time we do this, I forget how difficult it is. People see the final rescue on video and think it's just about the medical procedure. They don't see this, the hours of hiking, the physical exhaustion, the mental preparation. Hour 2. The trail deteriorates. Now we're hacking through dense undergrowth with machetes. Vines as thick as your arm block the path. The temperature is pushing 90 degrees, humidity near 100%. Team member treating a leech bite. Leeches are everywhere. They drop from branches, crawl up from the ground. You don't feel them attach because they inject an anesthetic. You only notice when you see the blood. Lisa Thompson. I'm terrified of leeches. Absolutely terrified, but you just have to accept it. This is their home, not ours. We're the invaders here. Hour 3. We reach a river crossing. The water is moving fast, chest deep in places. All the equipment has to be waterproofed and passed carefully from person to person. This is where things get dangerous. The rocks are slippery, the current is strong, and we're carrying delicate medical equipment worth tens of thousands of dollars. Jean-Claude, our lead tracker, goes first with a rope. He secures it to a tree on the far side. One by one, we cross, using the rope for stability. Emmanuel slips. For a heart-stopping second, he's underwater, his pack dragging him down. 2 rangers grab him, haul him back up. He's coughing, soaked, but okay. We check the equipment in his pack, the backup dart rifle. It's wet but functional. Welcome to the jungle, he says, laughing despite everything. Hour 5. We're making slower progress now. Everyone is feeling the exhaustion. Blisters are forming, muscles are cramping. This is where mental toughness becomes everything. Dr. Mitchell treating team members' blisters. In medicine, we have a saying, treat the patient, not yourself. But out here, the team is the patient. If someone gets injured or too exhausted to continue, the whole mission is compromised. So we stop. We treat the blisters. We hydrate. We rest for 15 minutes. Hour 6. Olivier, walking point, raises his hand. Everyone freezes. He points silently to the left, whispering. 50 meters away, partially hidden in the vegetation, is a forest elephant. These aren't like the savanna elephants you see in documentaries. Forest elephants are smaller but extremely aggressive, especially if startled. We wait. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. Finally, the elephant moves off. We breathe again. Hour 7. The light is fading. We're close now. Jean-Claude has found fresh gorilla signs. Broken bamboo shoots, a feeding site that's less than 2 hours old, knuckle prints in the mud. They're here, he whispers. Maybe 1-2 kilometers. But we can't approach in the darkness. Gorillas sleep in nests at night, and approaching them when they can't see us clearly would be suicidal. The silverback would attack immediately. We make camp for the night. Setting up camp in the jungle is a skill most people don't have anymore. There are no tents. We string up tarps and hammocks in the trees. Everything has to be elevated to avoid snakes, ants, and ground-dwelling predators. Dinner is military rations heated with chemical warming packets. We can't risk a fire. The smoke would alert the guerrillas to our presence, and they might flee. Night, 7:34 p.m. We sit in a circle, reviewing the plan one more time. Team meeting by flashlight. Dieter Mitchell. Okay, let's go through this again. Lisa, talk me through the approach. Lisa Thompson. Based on Emmanuel's description, we're dealing with the Amahoro family group. That's the local name. It means peace in Kinyarwanda. 12 individuals total. The dominant silverback is Gihishamwo. That means giant. He's huge, maybe 420 pounds, but he's known for being relatively tolerant of human observers. The research teams have been habituating this family for 6 years. That habituation is our advantage. They're used to seeing humans at a distance, but Kito's injury changes everything. Pain makes animals unpredictable, and the family will be protective of him. Dr. Karanja. What's our sedation protocol? Dr. Mitchell. We're estimating Kito at 320 to 340 pounds based on Emmanuel's description. That puts him at approximately 145 to 155 kilograms. I'm going with a mixture of medetomidine and ketamine. Dose calculated for 150 kilograms. If he's lighter, we use less reversal agent. If he's heavier, we'll have to wait longer for the sedative to take full effect. What's our maximum working time once he's down? 45 minutes. After that, we risk him waking up during the procedure or the reversal agent becoming less effective. And if the silverback charges, we have 2 protocols. If he does a bluff charge, which is most likely, we hold our ground, avoid eye contact, and make ourselves small. We don't run. Running triggers a chase response. If he commits to a full attack, which is rare but possible, the Rangers have authorization to use deterrent rounds. Loud noises, not lethal. Our last resort is tranquilizing the silverback himself.